Just a few feet away from where this happened, still very few answers and no identity on the men, especially the 50-year-old who everyone seemed to know, not by name but by sight, and said he was a very nice man. It was just a couple of weeks ago that the mayor of this town, Inglewood, was bragging to the city council that crime was way down. The neighbors here agree with that, and they've added 7 police officers, and things were looking better, they said, when it came to high crime in this area. And then came yesterday.
Just a local dude who come get food. Innocent man.
Isaiah, he didn't want to give me his last name, was talking about one of the victims in a drive-by shooting yesterday that happened in front of Hungry Joe's Jamaican restaurant at the corner of Market and La Brea in Inglewood.
They don't have no clue why they got killed.
Because they were just standing around.
They were just standing around.
Police in the corner have identified the 2 men killed in front of this restaurant as a 50-year-old man and a man in his 30s. That's it. There was a 3rd man also shot. He will survive his injuries. No name given. According to Isaiah, who was working in the restaurant, said about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 2 women were in the restaurant and they got into a heated argument. They had to be pulled apart by people who worked in the restaurant. He said one of the women said, "We're going to be back," and she took off with a man. 10 minutes later, he says, a car drove by, woman driving, man in the front seat, and he opened fire. Where I'm standing is where the 50-year-old man and the 30-year-old man were standing, along with a 3rd person. They all 3 were hit.
I heard 8 shots.
12, 13 shots.
Some of the bullets hit this parked car, and detectives have put out these pictures taken from security video right after the shooting. Could this be the woman who was driving the car? Could this be the shooter? Detectives say they want to question him. Off camera, when asked if this was the woman arguing in the restaurant, 3 different people told me, definitely, that was her. No one I talked to knows the identity of the 50-year-old man. They just know him as Asaski. They said he's just a friendly man who hangs around the restaurant, gets some food, talks to people, and minds his own business. Candles marked the spot where he died, and when someone laid flowers there, I asked, "Did you know him?" She looked and said, "I did. I didn't know his name, but he was a nice man." Again, as people say, wrong place, wrong time, broad daylight, shots fired, very busy intersection, and the hunt goes on for who did it.